What's going on, everyone? It's GadgetsBoy. Welcome to another video. Now, in this one, we're going to be taking a look at the brand new Surface Laptop 4. Now, it's full of so many new incremental upgrades, and some of the things that we love about Surface laptop lineup are still there, like the hinge, the all-day battery life, the slick design as well. But is it actually worth upgrading to or actually considering when it comes to a new laptop purchase? Let's find out in this video. But first, before we do that, if this is your first time around here, please do subscribe, smash the like button, and at the end of the video, if you like this video, please do share it as well. And ding that bell notification so if you like videos like this, you get notified every time I upload a new one. Let's get on with it. The Surface Laptop 4 comes in a variety of specs, so you can spec it up to suit your needs. For example, this configuration here is not one for gaming as such. It's more for the workforce who wants something that's powerful enough to still edit videos on the move. If you get the more powerful variants, you'll be able to edit a different kind of videos on the move. You can choose between the 13.5 inch and 15-inch models, and you also have the Intel and AMD variants too. But have a look on the Microsoft Store and see which one is best for you. Whichever you go for, they are all more than capable of doing what they are actually aimed at doing or aimed for doing. The Surface Laptop 4 is one of the best looking laptops out there, and this year they have introduced this new ice blue version that looks understated but sleek. There's also the Sandstone, Platinum and Matte Black variants, if this color doesn't tickle your fancy. It weighs just 1.3 kilograms and it's about 0.57 inches thick. The front is slimmer than the back when you look at it sideways when it's closed, and I sort of wish that it was as thin all the way through. That would make it look a lot slicker, but we're going to make room for those full USB ports that we have. The aluminium lid looks and feels solid. It's also a touchscreen display that feels great as well. So you can literally lift the lid with one finger without raising the bottom half. And the benefit of this to you is you can poke the screen with a Surface Pen or whatever stylus you have and not get that wobble that you get on some touchscreen laptops out there, or even non-touchscreen as well. You still get that wobble. So that's a bonus. Open it up, there's a new soft Alcantara material that feels suede-like, wool-like, and it's there to make your palm feel at home and comfortable when using it. Although I'm not sure how long before you spill something on it and it becomes a little gross. Its edges are also a little sharp, but not enough to cut you, so that's okay. I do like it, and it's different from what you actually get, what the current offerings are out there. But is it necessarily though? Time will tell for those long-term users. The glass trackpad is very responsive and a joy to use, and just like the previous Surface laptop, the keyboard is also fantastic for typing with a good level of space between the keys and travel. However, I do think that this is a matter of preference, so if you haven't used one before, the keyboard is great for typing for sure. Before you complain about ports, this has always been the case with Surface laptops. It's no surprise to see Surface Connect ports on the right still there, one USB-C, one USB-A and a headphone jack. If you want to do more, you can always buy adapters to go with this. The Surface Connector is a 65 watt charger, so it's capable of fast charging, and the charging brick has an extra USB port so you can charge other peripherals as well, like your smartphone at the same time. So basically an extra USB port. The display is a 3x2 pixel sense display with a resolution of 2256 by 1504, which is great for day-to-day use for work and reading text. But when watching 6x9, 16x9 movies, you do get that annoying black bar, but that's a compromise that I'm willing to live with. It's one of the best displays out there, and it scores highly for sRGB for those editing videos and images. It has a 60Hz refresh rate, which is also variable, so you can go into settings and set the variable so you can switch between anything from 5, I think, or maybe not as low, I'm not sure, but it can go all the way up to 60Hz refresh, so depending on what you're doing, you can also save energy and battery that way. On top of the laptop lid, there's a 720p IR webcam that's okay for video calls, but not as good as, say, the new IMAX camera, for example, that I've seen those samples for. It also supports Windows Hello, so you can use it to use your face to log in to the laptop, and it works each and every time with no issues. Like I said at the beginning of this video, performance is no issue for the Surface Laptop 4, and the incremental updates are welcomed. The one we have here is the Intel Core i5-1135G7 2.40 GHz version with 8 GB of RAM, Intel Iris Xe graphics and 512 GB of Samsung SSD storage. Based on that, this is not one for editing 4K videos or gaming, as I couldn't even load Forza Horizon 4 on its lowest settings, and just for laughs, I even try and load in Cyberpunk and it just threw me with that flatline error. So definitely not a gaming laptop. Having said that though, you can still do casual gaming, so you can play really low level games on here if you still want to sort of time out from your day of working, so you can still play low level games if you really want to. Where this really excels though is for things like word processing, some coding, and even Lightroom editing as well. Throwing the Surface Laptop through Cinebench R32 multi-core, it scores a modest 2,686 and a 1,176 score for single core. On 3D Mark with Time Spy, it scored 1,441, which was rated excellent for this caliber of laptop and could only render less than 30 frames per second for Battlefield 5. For this laptop spec, it's above average for sure, and running it on the PC Mark 10, it scored 4040 overall. But it excelled in productivity and essentials, but more direct for digital content creation. Battery life is something the Surface Laptop has always been great at, and the Laptop 4 is no exemption when it comes to that. Microsoft said the Core i5 version we have here will last up to 17 hours, and it got really close to that, but it depends on your usage style. If you need something a bit more, then look at the AMD versions. The Surface Laptop 4 starts from £999 here in the UK, and the one we have here will set you back £1,269, and it goes all the way up to £1,469 to double the RAM to 16 gigabytes. Yeah, it's pricey. I think if you're buying it for typing, day-to-day office work, and want something stylish, you should consider the offerings from Huawei and Dell. They offer a bit more in terms of design and, you know, performance and all that spec and all that kind of stuff for probably about the same price, if not less. If you're looking for something that can game comfortably and edit, say, 4K videos comfortably, then go for the maximum spec Laptop 4, Surface Laptop 4 on the AMD side, or look elsewhere. But the Surface Laptop 4 is slick and has a good battery life, and it does make you feel cool when you're using it. Boom. So that's it for the Surface Laptop 4, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments below. If you have any questions, drop them there as well. I'll do my best to answer all your questions. But as always, if this is your first time around here, please do subscribe, smash the like button, share it. Some of my find is very useful, and hit the bell notification so every time I upload a new video, you'll be one of the first people to know when it's on the channel. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.